The EDF series is the best video game franchise this planet has to offer. Like, subscribe, yada yada. I don't think a 30-second video is gonna please the YouTube algorithm. I should probably explain more. Maybe sum up.
If you don't fight, you will become their food.
For the uninitiated, Earth Defense Force is a long-running series dating back to 2003. In each title, you play as a member of the EDF, whose sole goal is to defeat an alien invasion of Earth. Think Mars Attacks mixed with a little Independence Day and an incredibly strong dose of 1950s B-movie camp that is beautiful to behold.
Did they start shooting a movie in the base while we were gone? Is the gun champ?
This writing, it's just, The base gameplay loop is simple. Pick one out of the 4 classes, Wing Diver, Ranger, Air Raider, or Fencer, play through a mission, complete its relatively simple objectives while looting as many boxes off the battlefield as possible. The red boxes are health that make your character tankier as you play through the missions, that actually hold over from mission to mission. The green boxes are the random weapon drops that'll be revealed at the end of your fight. And oh boy, the weapons. Each class specializes in some insane DACA. The Ranger is your standard infantry class and probably the most balanced between maneuverability and firepower, support, and offense. Weapons include shoulder-mounted rockets, tracking missile launchers, a plethora of hand grenades and grenade launchers, some planted explosives like the C-20 bombs, your more standard assault rifles, machine guns and sniper rifles, shotguns. Don't underestimate these classic weapons. They're super effective at clearing out large groups or nailing priority targets at range. New for the Ranger is the support equipment slot. Now the Ranger can carry boosts in armor-enhancing equipment and medical supplies to heal their allies over time, or they can drop all that and take on the ability to bring in vehicles, like motorcycles or tanks. Another new feature that adds to the Ranger's mobility is the ability to sprint. Mobility is life in EDF. Being able to dodge or reposition is a big part of survival. It's a nice rebalance to the class, giving it more options in life than before. The Wing Diver is still a half-naked jetpack flying, energy weapon-wielding badass. If you want your POV to always be an eye in the sky for your team, swooping around and killing targets, dropping explosive plasma bombs, well, this is your class. The Fencer is the slowest beast of the game. A soldier rocking an exoskeleton that can be customized to your playstyle, wielding 2 sets of weapons that range from sword and shield, massive hammers, miniguns, mortars, tank cannons. The weapons change how your character actually moves. Swords give a boost forward, average weapons give a boost upwards. It's not the easiest class to play, as you can quickly become overwhelmed by enemies, but it packs a major bit of firepower. And lastly, my favorite class, the Air Raider. The dude with a radio and a no-shits-given attitude. Someone gave this guy all the military codes, and now you get to use them. His personal weapons are a sticky grenade launcher that can be detonated with a click of a button, but that's not where the fun is. These are the Air Raider's weapons. Whether it's dropping artillery strikes, mortar strikes, off-site battleship cannon rounds, AC-130 blasts, ion cannons, calling in vehicles, all of the vehicles, by the way, that's what this class is all about, which your party can drive or can mount inside. Your job is to support your allies by killing the crap out of the enemy. They can even drop in support items like energy bunkers and shields, healing devices, all held over from past games. The biggest difference for this class, at least in my opinion, is how you call in airstrikes. Now, when you pull out your radio and you call in an airstrike, you actually get a zoomed out view of the battlefield, and you can rotate the area where the bombing run lands. In past games, you literally threw a smoke and hoped for the best. This gives you full map range for where you want to call in your bombing run. You can soften up targets before they get close, pull enemies to the group if you need to. It's the best class ever, and I love it. It can be a bit challenging if you're trying to play solo, though there are some new weapons that make it a little bit easier, like the ability to attach beacons to targets' heads and watch a 150mm cannon shell land right on it. It's so good. All these classes work together really well. There's all kinds of ways you can play. If you're playing with somebody who's rocking the heavy mech suit, well, you're probably going to want to put down maybe some heals for them, or some defense positions for them, or maybe some turrets to back them up to keep the enemy off them. If you're playing with a Wing Diver, you're probably going to want to stay mobile, drop in a vehicle that's fast and quick, like the Grape, which is an armored APC that can get you all over the map, meaning you can drive down an alleyway while firing in one direction, while your other ally flies down with a jetpack and knocks out those priority targets. Gameplay so far, and we're, just starting to get into this, mind you, but it's EDF. If you played it, you know what you're getting into. You're gonna buy this. It's freaking awesome. More stuff. A lot of the same maps return, a lot of the same weapons return, but everything's had a bit of a rebalance. Some of the things that have changed, though. Weapons, instead of getting version A, B, C, D, and E of the same gun, now you actually get upgrades to the original gun. It makes selecting weapons a little bit easier, though it is a little sad to see the weapon list seem so short, even how far we are into the game so far. But it's a nice change that you're just getting straight upgrades to those weapons. As you pick up the same version over and over, there is a max to how many upgrades each weapon has, which it'll say in the top right-hand corner. Other changes have been made. There's a lot more writing in this one than past ones, and there's a lot more voice actors in it, and it is still that B-movie quality that you expect.
Did that monster escape from a zoo or something?
This is weird. We're talking about a horde of 10-meter monsters, and no one noticed a thing before the shit hit the fan?
Maybe they were hiding somewhere.
Take a mission like this. I didn't really think it through.
Prepare for battle! Hurry! Are the tanks operational?
This is code 1, and you locate.
This is code 2.
Ready for battle.
Howard exoskeletons!
Initiating battle system.
Get ready! Hurry!
It's almost my turn.
It is a little disappointing that in this version of the game, the song that your troops will sing is kind of crap and doesn't even come close to comparing to the last title. Have a listen.
Pass through this area.
Don't tell me it will pass through. It's already here.
Infantry. We are the Alpha Team with passion and camaraderie. Raise your guns.
Into observation. Choosing a stage to the ground forces.
Still exist out here in paradise.
To defend our dearest Mother Earth, we're ready to give up our lives.
Look around carefully. Yes, sir. Reload. Bullseye. You're good. Reloading ammo.
Would I recommend you buying this game? Yes. Though, if you've never played an EDF title before, and the price tag on this is pretty substantial at $60 US. If you've never played one before and you want to play with your friends, pick up version 4.1. This is the version that came out prior to 5. It's very close to being the same game, just without some of the rebalanced stuff that I've mentioned, but it's a joy to play and it's way cheaper. You can get Earth Defense 4.1 Shadows of New Despair, which is kind of a reworked version of 4.1. You can get that one for $20 right now, and that's not even on sale. But if you're an EDF veteran, I don't even know why you're watching this video, go and play 5, it's amazing. I highly recommend it. I know I'm going to be playing it over on Twitch quite a bit. Playing my air raider and calling in airstrikes. If you guys have any questions about EDF or you want to see a video as I get farther into it to see some of the more ridiculous weapons and whatnot, let me know. Maybe I'll do a compilation video of some of the fun stuff that I end up unlocking as we go through it. Right now it's reporting that we're only a few % into the game, and that's counting all of the weapon unlocks and doing all of the missions, and there are tons of missions in these titles. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it away, boys.
To save our Mother Earth from any alien attack, from vicious giant insects who have once again come back, we'll unleash all our forces, we won't cut them any slack. The EDF deploys. Our soldiers are prepared for any alien threats. The Navy launches ships, the Air Force sends their jets, and nothing can withstand our fixed bayonets. The EDF deploys. Our forces have now dwindled and we pull back to regroup. The enemy has multiplied and formed a massive group. We better beat these bugs before we're all turned to soup. The EDF deploys.